Hello, YouTube. Smoky Quartz Stories here with a story about myself and how I used to really care about what other people thought of me to the point where it would keep me from creating and being happy and actually living in my purpose as a human being. It was also limiting my ability to have anything like money, time. I just was really wrapped around ideas that were not my own. I didn't have anybody growing up to guide me, to tell me that the world was a stage and it was being set to manipulate and trap me and get me to play a role that I was not meant to play. It was a trap that is like trying to keep you in the world. And if you're in the world, then you're serving the world and you're helping entrap others because you're playing a role that the world wants you to play, and you don't know what is for you because you're too busy being for others. And then you get suckered into thinking that that's fulfilling and that that's enough. And then one day you realize, like, your life is passing you by and you just feel like you don't have anything to show for anything, and you feel like you haven't really ever lived. Like, the only times that you thought you were living was when you were partying and doing stuff where you were like getting outside of yourself, and you don't have to do those things to find yourself, because you can meditate on your own accord from a place that's from your heart and not your mind. And then you can connect to your true self, and then light will come to your true self. Like, it'll get downloaded into your brain, into your reality, into your life. It's about connecting with yourself in the life that you were meant to be, and not what others told you to be or programmed you to believe. And I just think it's the silliest notion when, like, that famous street preacher, he's he like goes to crazy parties and talks to people, and often they're like gay pride festivals, and he's trying to tell people the good news of the gospel, and they're just filled with such hatred, and but they're acting out in hatred and disdain and disgust, but yet they're waving flags and saying that these flags represent their love and their freedom. And it's very, very hypocritical. And that's what happens when you're of the world. You are not real. You are you're like a tool for the world to further the world's agenda. It's really, really terrible to not know. And then when you don't know, a lot of times these people that don't know they blame God. And it's like, the Father has nothing to do with your free will. He only gave it to you to try to see where your heart is. That's what life is about. He gave you free will to see what your heart does or does not do. Or if you just let your mind do all of the leading and you're led with your mind and not your heart. There's a difference. When you're operating from your mind, you're operating from a place of programming and outside sources that you were born into, and teachers. And it is good to listen to people, but it's also good to intertwine it with your own thoughts, because others' thoughts shouldn't be your thoughts. You should have your own thoughts. You can agree with people and stuff like that, but you should still be your authentic self. And all of this worldly stuff and giving yourself to the world and not knowing yourself is definitely going to keep you trapped in it. And that's just all I'm trying to say. Like, because it's really hard for the people that are in it. They can't see, they just blame. They blame people, they blame the creator, they blame so many things. But I've been there, I've been lost, I thought I knew I was doing right and everything, but it comes from getting to the point where you can actually humble yourself and say, okay, I'm not perfect. Holy Spirit, come, cleanse me, and show me the way. And that's the beginning of the new you. That's how it happened for me. But you do have to believe. It's all about your heart and if it's in it or not. So, the truth is amazing. If you can build your life on the truth, then that's everything. I'll see you later. Bye.